Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of liftandshiftdev. So today I'm going to talk about a really basic knowledge about events in JavaScript and DOM. So this is one of the topics I always ask when interview people, and a lot of people with experience fail to answer it. So just get started with what is event in a DOM. So basically, if you write any event handler like on click or on mouse hover, that's where you handle the event in a DOM. So basically the event is just kind of something that happened and you want to react to what actually just happened. For example, when you have a button, and then the user click on the button, you want to react to that click event. And for example, you want to display a component after the user click on the button, or you want to do something else like submit a form or something. I hope that kind of explain what an event is. I don't have a really exact definition for it. That's my understanding, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty correct as well. So yeah, let's get started with today's topic. So I have a really simple HTML file here. So I got a styles, and I also have a main tag, and in this main tag there's a nested div ul and li tag in it. So if I run this HTML file, so as you can see, I color the tag based on their position. For example, the main tag, for the main tag I color as a pink, and for the div tag I color as orange. I can make this a little bit bigger for you guys to see. And the li tag I color as purple. So you got a li tag here, and when I click on it, and because in the code I got some event handler when for the on click event for the div ul and li tag. So if you look at here, the li tag is the most inner tag, and its ancestor, its parent is ul, and ul's parent is a div tag. Okay, so when I click on the li tag, I pop the alert saying that this is the li tag. And if you notice, even though I click on the li tag, the ul on click event handler is evoked as well, and ul is the parent of the li tag, and this is the event handler for the ul tag. And also the div tag on click handler right here got evoked as well. So what actually happened here, this is a side effect I don't really want. All I want is to evoke the li on click handler. So what actually happened here, so this is what is known as a bubble phase in event in the DOM. So most of browser handle events during the bubble phase. Okay, so this is, I'm only talking about modern browsers for now. Any older browser, the behavior is a little bit or maybe a lot different, but most of modern browser at the moment handle events during the bubble phase. Okay, so what is a bubble phase? In order to explain this, I have a very simple drawing that with the color code in the HTML file I showed you before. We have main, div, ul, and li tag right here, and they are all color coded. So li is our target element, right? Because this is the element that I clicked on. So when I click on this li element, it's actually execute the on click handler for this li target element, and then after that the event is travels up to its parent, which is the ul tag right here, and this what is called a bubble. So bubble basically just an analogy term that to say that event is moving up to the ancestor of the target element. So when events is moved to up to the ul tag, the ul onClick handler is executed, and then the events bubble up one level again to the div tag, and the div tag onClick handler is executed, and then it moves on to the main tag. But main tag got no event handler for the onClick, and it moved to the body tag, and body tag moved to HTML tag, and then the events ends there. So this is what is called the bubble phase. Okay, so most of modern browser by default only handle events during the bubble phase. So this is just half the story, because there's another phase that happened actually before the bubble phase. But before I come to that, I want to show you how to stop the event bubbling. So in order to stop the event bubbling, basically all I need to do is I want to handle the event in the onClick event in the LI, which is our target element, and I just do stop propagations. So this gonna stop the event moving up to UL and div on any ancestor tag that of this LI target element. So if I run this again, I do a refresh, and now if I click, it's only say this is LI, nothing else, because the event bubble is cancelled and stopped. So now let me go to explain what the phase happened before the bubble phase. So what happened before bubble phase is capturing phase. So when user click on the LI element, the events coming from the HTML tag to the body tag to the main tag and to the div UL, and then let's go to the LI, which is our target element. Okay, so it's kind of the same as bubble phase, but in the exact opposite direction. So it's go from the top ancestors to the target element, and when it reaches the target element, it executes the LI onClick handler, and then the bubble phase happen. Okay, so I hope that really explained the capturing phase, and you can also have the options to run the onClick handler of each of these tags during capturing phase instead of the bubble phase. Okay, so the overall picture is like this. When a user click on the LI tag or LI element, the events go to the main tag, to the div tag, to the UL tag, to the LI tag, which is our target element. It execute the onClick of a LI element, and then bubble phase happen, and it move up to UL tag, execute a UL onClick handler, and then event bubble to div tag, and it execute the onClick of div tag handler, and then it bubble to main and body HTML tag. Okay, so the reason it's only execute onClick during bubble phase, because most of the modern browser by default execute event handler during a bubble phase. But like I said before, you can have the option to execute onClick handler only on the capturing phase. Let me show you how to do it. So in order to execute event handler during the capture phase only, basically all you need to do is to put a option object here saying capture to true. So what I did here, basically I say that the onClick handler of UL tag only execute during the capture phase. If I refresh this and I click, and you say this, the UL onClick handler execute before the LI onClick handler. Now you see that LI onClick handler now execute, and now the UL onClick handler doesn't get execute during a bubble phase anymore, and is the event, but the event still bubble up to the div tag and execute onClick handler of div tag. Okay, I hope that makes sense about how the event works in the DOM and how you handle it during capturing and bubbling phase. And I hope this video is useful for you guys. And if you do, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. See you guys.